All right, so hey guys, me answer guys to guys. I'm going to talk to you guys about Real Betis 2, Barcelona 3. And once again, guys, I did get my score prediction right, and I believe this is my fourth score prediction right this season, which is ridiculous. And so with that being said, let's go and get started. So for me, this has been a game that I was very worried about. You know, when Koeman put up the starting 11 here, I was very worried because this starting 11 looked very, very different from what we have seen before. You know, and Ron Koeman hinted that rotation could take place in this game, and which I did expect. However, some of the rotation, I'm a bit surprised with. Like, I knew Ter Stegen was going to start. We knew Alba was going to start. Longley most likely would have started. I think most of us predicted that. Ronaldo, I didn't predict him to start. I believe I predicted Mingueza to start. And he did start in the right back position, to be fair. Des wasn't being brought in. Puig started, which was a bit interesting. Busquets started. And I predicted Pjanic to start, and Busquets did start indeed, which I didn't expect. Braithwaite, Griezmann, and Dembele. And for me, it looked very bad because that first half wasn't that great. And we're going to go to the player ratings. Let's go into the player ratings real quick, and then we'll talk about the first half. So let's start with Ter Stegen on the day. Ter Stegen for me today, I believe he made 3 saves. He was very crucial for us, and probably if it wasn't for him, we probably wouldn't have won this game. So, of course, we do need to give credit to Ter Stegen, who is still, in my opinion, one of the best. He still continues to prove how important he is for the team. So I'll give Ter Stegen probably 6.5. I thought he was pretty good. Alba, for me, I thought he was pretty okay on the day. Maybe he could have done better for that Emerson assist, that goal, the Emerson assist for that opening goal for Betis. He could have maybe done better with. Ultimately, though, yeah. You know, so I'll give a 6, I guess. Longley for me today wasn't that great. He had a great chance to score, make it 1-0 for us. Missed his chance. And honestly, Longley to me is just very iffy. I don't know what to feel about Longley. Like I thought Longley put out an okay performance. He wasn't bad. He wasn't really good, just about okay. And so that's why I put 5. I wasn't able to rate Ronaldo today considering he went off injured early on the game, which was very sad. I'm really, really hoping and praying to God that Ronaldo is available for that Paris Saint-Germain game, you know, because like I said before, guys, I really don't want to see another embarrassment from this club. I have a feeling that if we put out like Longley and Umtiti there, it could be disaster, man. It could be disastrous. And I'm really praying to God that Ronaldo is fit for that game because we need him to be fit. Ideally, Sevilla would be ideal, but that might come too soon. So I wouldn't mind him being ready for the next PSG game because that is coming up very, very soon indeed, guys. Mingueza, I think Mingueza for me today was okay. You know, you could argue he was at fault for losing the ball there in bad area, and Betis were able to counterattack. Overall, though, I think Mingueza was okay, so I'll give 5, I suppose. Ricky Puig, to me, he was okay, I guess. He made some good passes in the midfield, you know. And I just didn't think he was enough for us to win. Wasn't enough. He didn't really put out a great performance overall. He didn't put out a bad performance, to say the least, so I'll give a 6. Sergio Busquets, for me today, I thought he was very, very average today. His foul outside the box was very dangerous, and Betis basically scored from that. And once again, guys, we're seeing how terrible we are in set pieces. That when we give set pieces to opposition, 9 out of 10, they're going to score. And we have to, without a doubt, stop giving away set pieces because that's been a very, very dangerous part. And Busquets also got a yellow card for that. So, bad play on his part. Milan Pjanic, for me, I'll give Busquets a 6. Pjanic, for me, today was very average. He didn't really look that great. And I just don't think we can play Pjanic and Busquets together. You can only play one or the other. You can't play both together. And I think Pjanic was pretty average in this game, so I'll give a 5. I didn't think it was that great. Martin Braithwaite on the day just wasn't really that great. He had some chance the first half. It was just overall just pretty awful, you know. So I'll say a 5. Griezmann for me today, he didn't really do much in this game. He had one big chance to score, and technically, although he didn't score, but you could argue he should have scored that. You know what I'm saying? And so Griezmann for me today, it was a good, okay performance. It wasn't a bad performance, but not necessarily a good performance. So I'll give it 6. For Griezmann there, and Dembele for me 6.5. He was the one that provided the assist for Messi's goal, and honestly, he was pretty good for me today. His pace, his everything about his acceleration is very key for us, and I think Dembele is a player that we constantly need. So we're going to talk about the substitutions of the day. Let's start with, I'm not going to be rating Samuel Umtiti simply because he came on so late. Of course, we're going to start with Pedri. Pedri for me today, I thought he was good. Didn't really impact the game so much, I would say. Probably just about the same as Puig in some sense. So I'll give Pedri a 6. Lionel Messi, man. Lionel Messi off the bench is very effective. He came on in 2 minutes and already scored a goal. And that's how important Messi is for this team, and that Messi continues to be very important for this team. And Messi, for me, was absolutely brilliant. That shot he had, and I would say I'll give him a 7. He had a great chance to score from the free kick, hit the wall, I believe, and so Messi, man, we're continuing to see how important he is for the team. Trincao, for me, he scored today, which I was so happy with. I feel like Trincao, for me, has been a player that we needed to score for a while, and finally he scored. It was a very nice goal, just outside the box, inside the box, just beneath the crossbar, and it was 3-2. That was because if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have won this game. So very important. So Trincao gave us a 6.5. I thought he was pretty good. Frankie de Jong for me today, I thought he did very well to deputize from Ronaldo Araujo's place, and I thought he did a quite decent job indeed. So I'll give Frankie de Jong, I'll give de Jong probably a 6. So yeah, man, this was very interesting. And so the first half, basically, it was a very, very, very awful first half. Barcelona didn't create many opportunities the first half. It was very stale. There was one big chance Barcelona could have scored. It was through Clement Lenglet at a header. And Betis on the counter were very dangerous. In fact, I would say Betis were the better team in us than the first half. Betis, they created some chances. Ter Stegen had to make some saves. And we had to do some great defending on our end to make it 0-0. And then on the breakaway, Nabil Fekir, he finds Emerson, and Emerson makes a brilliant cross in for Borja Iglesias, who taps it in to make it 1-0. And it's to 1-0 to Real Betis, 30th minute of the game. And I believe he nutmegs Ter Stegen in the process. And I honestly have to say that they deserved it, because we were not playing particularly that well. We did not deserve to score in the first half. And that's a huge issue for me. And I think we're going to get to some of the things that we learned later on, things that we have to improve on. And overall, that was a nice goal from Betis there. And Betis leads 1-0, And at halftime, I'm like, okay, this has not been a great first half. Can we still make a comeback and still win the game? Who knows, man? And I'd say we have to bring on Messi. We have to bring on Messi. I was like, come on, we got to bring on Messi. Bring on maybe Pedri as well, for Pjanic, and so forth. So I was like, those two changes had to happen, and Koeman didn't make those changes. Koeman only brought in Pedri for, I believe, was it Braithwaite, I believe. So, and it looked really bleak in the second half. Second half there wasn't really not much, and then finally Koeman was like, we got to make some changes, and he made that substitute, and Messi came on, and Messi made an instant impact, And Betis nearly made it 2-0 just before Messi came on. I was like, God, And Dembele finds that Messi plays it up to Dembele. Dembele finds Messi in the space. Messi goes for the finish. Messi goes for the finish shot, and it's 1-1 to 1-1. And at that point, I knew that this game would have been changed. I thought this would be interesting. And then Koeman made those changes, as I said. Then Dembele had a big chance to score. He tries to chip Robles, the goalkeeper for them. Yeah, and it was a pretty awful effort, to be honest with you guys. And then basically what happened was that the second goal came from Barcelona. I believe, let me go check what it was. Like, as you can see right here in the timeline, let's go check it out. 2-1, where is it? Right here, right? It's a dreadful for Victor Ruiz, who bundles it into his own net with the most unfortunate fashion. Messi released Alba with a perfect side roll pass. The fullback squared it for Griezmann. Yeah, there we go. And then the Frenchman makes a hash of the finish. It was a pretty awful finish. And then it bounces off Ruiz, and Ruiz makes it 2-1 to Barca. And at this point, I was like, the 3 points are coming home to us. We're in a good position. And then guess what, guys? As I said earlier, Betis managed to get one back. And I'm like, oh, God. It was a set piece, as I said. I think Busquets was the one that gave away that free kick in a dangerous area. And it was on Nabil Fekir. And then basically Ruiz heads it home from a great cross in from Fekir. And it's 2-2, And at this point, I was like, oh, my goodness me. Are we going to get the winner here? And yes, we actually did. And Messi hit the free kick, as you can see right here from the pictures. And then it was a Trincao that scores. Ruiz fails to clear Betis' line. And then the Portuguese youngster robbed possession before curling effort, which did take a deflection to the top left corner. That is his first La Liga goal, and Barca lead 3-2. So, like I said before, guys, it was a very important goal for us, him, because I think that goal brings Trincao confidence. Because I think coming into this game, we saw glimpses of Trincao playing well. Elche, I remember he played well. Elche, that I remember against Granada, he played decent. And now finally this game, he has opened the scoring. And I think it's a very important goal for Trincao because I think Trincao needed that goal for his confidence. And I think it's very important that we give him a chance. I know a lot of fans are criticizing him. A lot of fans say that he's garbage, all that. We got to give him some time, man. We got to give him some time. It's not easy to adapt to Barcelona. This is a completely new league. And like I said before, guys, he hasn't even started. He hasn't started any games for us in La Liga, And I think it's very important to note that because he hasn't started any games for us, we have to be very patient here, And I think Trincao will ultimately be a good player for us in the future. Will he be that great for us in the current day? I don't know, honestly. It's kind of hard to say. But in the future, he will be worth it, and I think we'll get our money's worth. So, like I said before, guys, things that we learned from today is that Barcelona, they're going to go for it. Even when it looks bad, they have the mentality to win the game, even when the situation is looking great. Second key thing is we got to start scoring goals earlier. I have to say this right now that in the recent games, we haven't scored many goals in the first half. And I think that's very important, especially when we concede, because not all opponents like this are going to fold against us, especially the big teams like Sevilla, Paris Saint-Germain, Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid. We cannot just try to score in the second half and just hope that we win the game. We have to start scoring in the first half, and I think it's very important that we have to start scoring earlier in the game because the second half, as good as it is, it's good. It may not always work. So we have to be very cautious of that. The third thing for us is the defensive issues we have. We have no really good right back available because Serginho Dest is still not fully recovered, it seems. Oscar Ngueza still has to deputize. We know that Oscar Ngueza isn't really a right back by any means. And so that's a huge issue for us. And then in addition to that, we have a center back issue. So we have to address those quickly. And hopefully in the coming days we can do, because like I said before, guys, this performance we played today, it wasn't all that great. I mean, it was a good win. I'll take the 3 points, but ultimately it wasn't that great of a performance. It was just a good performance, but not an extraordinary performance. I mean, you look at the stats right here, guys. You could even make the argument that we shouldn't even have won this game because look at this, 12 shots for us, 4 shots on target, 8 shots for them, 5 on target. And like I said before, guys, this wasn't a great performance on Barcelona's part, but I will take the 3 points any day of the week. And so yeah, guys, that's it for today, guys. Their next game is Sevilla and the Copa del Rey. It's gonna be the Ramos Sanchez Stadium. We'll see what happens. Hopefully we can get at least a draw. Hopefully we don't lose the game, And it'd be nice if we win that game. It would be very nice because then our second leg wouldn't be as impactful as the first leg. So hope you guys want to comment, subscribe, check out the description on Twitter, Discord, in my email, and we're gonna check out the predictions video I made for both the Champions League and Europa League, and also make sure to ask questions in that video I said for the January Q&A. So hope you guys enjoyed the video, guys. Peace out. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, guys. Peace out. I know I said that twice. Sorry.